Out and About on the Recumbents by Out and About Productions. Let's ride.
Hey, good morning. It's BJ and Joe here. I'll go up and get a gratuitous shot of Joe. There we go. And yeah, I'm just doing a little piece of the there's a new thing on Facebook called Rail Trails USA, and although this isn't a rail trail, it asked since it's a brand new site, it asks you for your main trail wherever you are. Well, we live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and right now we are on the Pikes Peak Greenway. The Pikes Peak Greenway is made up of 3 separate trails. It starts probably about 22 miles south of here in Fountain, in a little town called Fountain, Colorado, and that part of the trail is the Fountain Regional Trail. Now it is all dirt and has some deeper sand and stuff in places, so if you got slick road tires, it's not your trail. Once you get into Colorado Springs, past I think it's the Leon Jesse soccer and lacrosse park, you'll eventually pick up concrete, and then the trail will be mostly concrete or asphalt like it is here, through most of the city of Colorado Springs. Now this section of the trail here goes right by, well, it all goes right by Fountain Creek, come to think about it, but you're a lot closer here than you would be down south. And it is called the Monument Valley Trail. So okay, that's 2 of the trails that make up the Pikes Peak Greenway, which I believe is right at about 52 miles long if you did the entire thing. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're heading up the trail here, and we're going to take the Greenway up to the junction of the Cottonwood Creek Trail, and then if you wanted to stay on the Greenway and head towards through the Air Force, the backside of the Air Force Academy, and up to Monument, and then ending in Palmer Lake, Colorado at the moment, it turns into the New Santa Fe Trail. Well, the New Santa Fe Trail. And it goes at Woodman Avenue, which is in the north part of Colorado Springs. It turns back to dirt. And it has quite a few, you know, kind of short but steep at times dirt inclines, you know, so the same kind of thing. If you got, you know, just regular street tires, if you got e-assist, you can probably pull it even with regular street tires, but because in the deeper places, you fortunate folks with e-assist could just power your way out of it. But if you're like me and you're e-assist less, you better have some slightly knobby tires on your back wheel on a tadpole trike, and 2 on a Delta trike, on the back of a Delta trike, and at least 1 on the drivetrain for a regular bicycle, or 1 on the back wheel for a regular bicycle, because otherwise you're going to get halfway up those sharp, steep little slopes, dirt slopes, and guess what? No traction, you're dead. Get off and push. I don't know about you guys, but pushing a recumbent trike is not exactly fun. It's just not a Just not a good thing. So yeah, like I said, the whole trail is about 54 miles long, and I wish I could tell you what that was in kilometers, but I don't have a clue. But like I said, so you just have to remember, when they call it the Pikes Peak Greenway, they're talking about 3 trails meshed into one, basically, is the way it is. And this one here goes right through Goose Gossage Sports Center right here. There's a skateboard bowl over here, and as you can see, got a bike coming down. Howdy. And then we're going to come back over here, and there's a BMX track. So pretty nice little setup here. But like I said, the Monument Valley Trail center part of the Pikes Peak Greenway through Colorado Springs, or most of it at least, is either asphalt or concrete. So if you've got a regular, if you've got a regular bike or trike, without knobby tires or e-assist, this would be the best portion for you to ride. And now you could probably, if you're careful, you could probably go use the Santa Fe Trail after Woodman Avenue up to what they call Ice Lake, which is just a small, it's more like a big pond on the Air Force Academy grounds, because you go through the backside of the Air Force Academy. You don't go anywhere near the buildings or anything. It's all in the back country. And so yeah, you could probably get to Ice Lake, because we've made Ice Lake before, even without e-assist. We did have to push a couple times, but nothing major. But it's a really nice day today. It's Monday, and so not quite as much traffic as the weekends. And like I said, we'll be dropping off the Pikes Peak Greenway onto the Cottonwood Creek Trail, which goes northeast. It's real strange. It kind of goes north, goes east, goes north, goes east. So I'll just say northeast, and that takes you to the east side of, the northeast side of Colorado Springs, and then heads out towards. It would put you on Highway 24, and although I think they do have a piece of the trail, but it too is all dirt, and I don't know where it starts. I don't think it starts till the little tiny town of Falcon, Colorado, and yeah, that's where it would start, if I believe. Howdy. And we've got a nice down slope here, so it's going to be a little bumpy. But as you can see, we're on concrete now, and we stay on concrete for quite a while. In fact, it's pretty much concrete all the way to where you go, to get onto the new Santa Fe Trail under Woodman Avenue. Speaking of Woodman Avenue, off of Woodman Avenue and I-25, they do have a nice little parking area, so you could drop your truck or your car off there, and then take this trail south as far as you want to take it. It's fairly easy to follow. They don't have, really good signage, I'll be totally honest with you, but it's not bad as far as following goes. As you can kind of see, we have our homeless population here that lives right along the creek. I don't think anybody these days in any sort of if your city's of any size at all, and we're not monstrous, but we are around 500,000 people, so we're not tiny either, you have homeless. So I mean, got to have somewhere to live. And with the current economic situation, you know, rent's going up all the time, food's going up all the time, medical care is going up all the time. You know, our Social Security retirement doesn't even come close to you know, keeping up with inflation and stuff. Is a joke. One of us is probably going to have to go back to work. Good morning, folks. Passing on your left. Thank you. This is the Pike Reservoir here. I don't know why they don't call it the Pikes Peak Reservoir, but it's just Pike. Waiting for some pedestrian traffic here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, folks. Yeah, I said it's a nice day. It's going to be between 69 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's Fountain Creek down there in the valley. And as you can see, you do not want to go over the edge either way, because in one way you'll be in the water, and the other way you're going to take one mean little tumble, especially in a recumbent trike. It would be a mean, howdy, but yeah, I mean, you know, basically this part of the Pikes Peak Greenway, the Monument Valley Trail, basically it's kind of like the main north-south trail here in Colorado Springs. And then there's all kinds of urban trails that you can pick up off of the Pikes Peak Greenway slash Monument Valley Trail. But yeah, this one here is, like I said, this is not officially a rail trail. This is an urban trail. I mean, at least as far as I know. I don't think this has ever been part of a rail. Now we're going to be going underneath Garden of the Gods Road, which has a very funny name when you figure it doesn't actually go to the Garden of the Gods. It'd take you up to 30th Street and Garden of the Gods Road, and then you have to turn down 30th Street to go pick up, to go to the actual Garden of the Gods park here in Colorado Springs. But yeah, like I said, you know, it's kind of a nice, this is a very nice trail, very mellow. Not, it doesn't have too many inclines. It's got some. Funny thing is, there's more incline, you know, if you want to get off the trail. It's like we're coming up here, we're going to go over a couple bridges, and then there's one spot where you could actually go up this very steep little incline, and you'd be right smack dab in the middle of the University Village, Colorado Center. There we go. And of course, you know, that's, you know, food, you know, something to drink, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, outlet area, basically. But we're not going there today. This time of the month, we're at the extreme edge of our Social Security retirement pay period. So we will be doing the brown bag special with Joe's PB&J and my JP&B. You wonder what that means. Well, Joe likes peanut butter, but she's not a big fan of jelly, especially the sugar-free strawberry preserves we use. And me, I'm just the opposite. I'm not a huge fan of peanut butter, but I know it's good for you, and you know, in small amounts. So I put a little peanut butter on, and then I put on lots of sugar-free strawberry preserves. because I like them. So that's why mine's a JP&B and not a PB&J. I rumble over these old wooden bridges. There'll be several bridges to cross. Bike back. Howdy.
Have a great ride.
You too. But yeah, like I said. Now, if you want to know why the camera bobs up and down a bit, well, I'll be honest with you. I do a handheld. I have a pistol grip tripod that you know, set up, and so that's what I use, because I like the fact that if I want to, I can switch you back here, or I can bring you over here. And you can see a bunch of trees, and that's all you can see. This giant wall over here is the backside of the University Colorado Village Center. Why they couldn't have just called it University Center, I don't know. Because basically they have a direct hook over to UCCS, which is University Colorado Springs. Yeah, University of Colorado Springs. There we go. It's hooked into the howdy. It's hooked into the the Colorado University of Boulder setup. Although it is its own college now. It used to be kind of a pure satellite, but it is its own college now. They don't actually have a football team yet. They're getting there, I'm sure, but they have basketball team, they have lacrosse teams, you know, so they don't have, you know, I mean, they have like a track and field area, but they don't really have a stadium. So, you know, they've got an indoor basketball setup, and then they've got lacrosse courts and soccer courts and stuff like that, but they don't have an actual stadium yet. So I'm sure eventually we'll get there. Like I said, we're like somewhere between 500 and 600,000 people, so eventually it'll probably get big enough to, you know, where you could put a stadium in there. Kind of surprises me with Colorado University up in Boulder, because I don't think Boulder's any bigger than Colorado Springs. I really don't. But you've got the whole Denver metro area up there to go with it. So, you know, then you are talking, you know, like 2.4 million people or something like that. It's just a nice trail. I mean, it really is, you know, this part of it. And, you know, if you really like dirt, you know, the other parts too. I mean, the part through the Air Force Academy, backside of the Air Force Academy, is quite beautiful. But like I said, you be ready for traction loss up those, because what happens is that on the downslope side of those little inclines, you know, well, they get rained on, so that slicks out takes a lot of the gravel off the trail, and then you just got slick, you know, slick dead stone, red what is it? Red sandstone dirt, you know, because almost everything around here is basically red sandstone. Once you get up towards the mountains, you get a lot more of the granite, you know, but here it's mostly red sandstone. Like I said, though, it runs right along the creek, and there's several bridges to cross. We got a big one here. It's a pretty good sized bridge here. Don't have any tunnels. One thing that's really missing is the You know, on the really nice trails across the United States, like the C&O, the Erie Canal, you know, that kind of stuff. Their trails are set up where they go town to town, you know. So that's nice because, you know, that gives you a place to stop, use the facilities, get water, and we don't have any trail like that. Most of the Greenway is, you're just out there. You're out there on the Colorado Prairie. And then when you get to the New Santa Fe heading up towards Monument and Palmer Lake, Colorado, well, then you're in the foothills. But there's, you know, the towns are not very far apart, or usually there isn't any towns, and if they are, they're not far enough apart to where you could really use them, you know. It's kind of like, you know, Monument and Palmer Park almost run into each other, so. But I think Palmer Park was actually there first. Now they do have a Palmer Park here in Colorado Springs, but it's basically set up for mountain biking and hiking. You know, it's mostly single track with some really gnarly rock gardens and that kind of stuff, you know. So not the kind of stuff you want to take on a recumbent trike, unless you've got the Stein trike wild one, fat tire, you know. I think that thing could take on anything. Stein trike is a type of recumbent tadpole trike, made in somewhere in Eastern Europe. I'm not exactly sure where. It's like, you know, Slovenia, whatever, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Where Azub is made in the Czech, what used to be the Czech Republic. They call it Czechnia now, or something like that. If I remember what Hansa Gala from Azub says on the Recumbent News. But yeah, just, you know, if you want to do the whole trail, it's very doable, but have your own supplies. Make sure you carry some food with you, you know, and enough water, because there's going to be a lot of places where there's nothing, no place to get water, no place to use the facilities either. So just to let you know. But this is a very nice, like I said, it's a very nice trail, especially for a day ride, you know. I gotta move you over to this side so I can shift down a gear, because we're gonna start going uphill here. Passing on your left. Thank you. Have a great day. And yeah. So now we're going under I-25. I-25 is the main north and south interstate. It goes right through Colorado Springs. Now, if you decide to start in Fountain, they have the Fountain Regional Nature Center that has a pretty good parking lot. So, howdy. So you could check with those folks. Like I said, it's the Fountain Regional Nature Center or something like that. And you could probably park there for quite a while. And I know there is some other parking as you get up the trail, but I don't know exactly what is, because to be honest with you, Joe and I don't own a car, so I don't know a whole lot of facilities for parking. if you're going to start up north in Palmer Lake, there is some parking, general parking around the Palmer Lake itself. That's what it's named after, is Palmer Lake. Yeah, so you could probably leave your vehicle there, but I'd check with I'd check with the town of Palmer Lake just to make sure. The next town you do coming south would be Monument, and then there's not much for a long ways. We're going to be stopping over here at the Criterion Bike Shop. This is a standard bike shop. It's not a recumbent shop, but it's a very good shop, especially if you need, accessories, clothing, helmets, gloves, shoes, locks, that kind of stuff. They got lots of it. Our recumbent dealer here is an excellent one. That's Angle Tech, www.cycledifferent.com. But they're a small shop, so they don't carry a lot of clothes and accessories. They do carry some, but the Criterion Bike Shop is a big shop. It's a two-story type shop, so they carry a lot of good stuff. We've got our helmets, our laser helmets we got from there. Joe's leg warmers we got from there. I bought several pedals, all kinds of stuff from them. So yeah, it's a good shop. So it's a good place to stop, get your water filled up, use the facilities. If you're short on supplies, they do have some the energy bars and energy drinks and that kind of stuff. So thank you. Let these folks by here. Go ahead. Okay. All right. So this is the Criterion Bike Shop. Oh, and yeah, it's quite an incline. That's why the strain sound. So, well, so we're gonna stop here and shut down a little bit and have us a snack, and we'll get back to you on the way. Okay, we're leaving the Criterion Bike Shop here. Nice shot of one of the just redone bridges. This concrete here they just put in about a year and a half ago, so it's pretty new. Passing again. But yeah, so like I said, this is a pretty new section of concrete. It's only been like this for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years at the absolute most. And this used to be one of the worst parts of the old asphalt trail. I mean, it was so rough, it was unreal. Morning. It literally just bounced these trikes around like, Joe and I's trikes have rear suspension. But the ice trikes kind of have a real basic suspension setup. It's strictly an elastomer. And it helps. I mean, it does a job, but it's not like some of the, like the Azub or the Stein trike. or the HP Velo Technique that have the, the really advanced suspension systems. The reason we like ice trikes is because the way they handle. The trikes just handle. Our trikes are old. Mine I think is 11 and Joe's is like 14 years old, Mine might be 12. Probably is 12. But, because hers is a 2009, mine's a 2011. So yeah, mine must be 12. Hello again. But, yeah, we'll tell you, if you can make this trail on a weekday, it's a lot less busy than it would be on a weekend. It's a very well used trail on a weekend. How do you give you a little different perspective here? Give you a wheel shot, yeah. Ground level. But like I said, this is an urban trail. And I apologize if you get a little wind noise. When I got the camera this way, the open back, well, that's where the wind would come in. So the other way is the front is it's in a clear plastic case, so you don't have to, the front pie is so if it's facing normal way towards Joe there, there's a train tracks up there, but that way it's totally covered. But they make a case that covers the backside too, but then you can't hear me. So, and I like to talk, what can I say? Alright. Well, I'm gonna shut up here and so I can put some music in, and the last part of this trail here, that we're going to be on. Because like I said, we're taking a veer to the right and picking up cottonwood just down the road here. But I'll go ahead and shut it for a little while and just let you see the scenery, and I can add some music. There's a sign there. You see the Pikes Peak Greenway, mile 37.5, kilometer 60.3. And it's part of the overall Front Range Trail, which doesn't exist. They tell you it does, but it really doesn't exist. The Front Range Trail is supposed to go from basically northern Colorado to northern New Mexico. And they've been talking about it for 40 or 50 or 60 years, and it's just not getting put together. Which is a real shame, because that's the kind of trail Colorado needs. We're supposed to be a great place for bicycling, and a lot of it is, especially if you like road riding in the mountains, that'd be awesome. On Recumbent trikes, we don't do much road riding. Okay, time to shut up. Well, I decided that there's not enough trail for me to shut up. There's a good view of part of Fountain Creek there. As you can tell, we're on an urban trail. There's a motel right there, a hotel rather, and that's a putt-putt type golf course, miniature golf course. But yeah, we'll be coming to the junction here, and I'll show you that, and that's where I'll be ending this video. It's going to be a little short, but mainly I'm making this to add to, like I said, this new list, which is called I think it's Rail Trails US. You know, they have a Rails Trails but site too, but I guess the gentleman that started it passed away, and it's kind of gone off track a bit. So somebody started this new one, but it was mostly going to be, I guess, trails for just the US, where the other one was worldwide. So I thought I'd you know, give them at least a little video of our main trail, what I consider the best part of our main trail. Again, the Pikes Peak Greenway, made up of the Fountain Regional Trail, the Monument Valley Trail, and the new Santa Fe Trail here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Okay, so we're at the junction now. If you go to the left over the bridge, then you're still on the Pikes Peak Greenway, and that'll put you on to the new Santa Fe Trail. We're picking up the Cottonwood Creek Trail, which is not part of the Pikes Peak Greenway. So I'm gonna shut her down here, and I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is BJ and Joe Ondo from Out and About on the Recumbents. We ride ice recumbent trikes, and we don't own a car, and so we use transportation and recreation. These poor vehicles get used a lot. All right, so for now, bye. If you like what you see, we'd appreciate you subscribing. If you got a problem with it, you know, give us a thumbs down. You like it, give us a thumbs up. If you want to be notified of when our next video is going to come out, basically you want to click on the bell logo, little bell, and that'll make it so it'll notify you when our next video comes out automatically. So again, hope you enjoyed it. You all have a really, really excellent day. Bye.
Keep on triking, my friends. Till next time, happy trails. Bye.